the business doesn't make sense to you, you're willing to...
I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Anywhere I go, if I play, I'm gonna still do what I do. If I don't,
though, bro.
They ain't gonna get to that though. They gotta pay.
It's probably get figured out. But if it wasn't to, I'm not gonna be mad at the organization. Oh, it's fine.
I gotta admit, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Aaron Donald. I don't know how long he's been planning this for. I want to say since the Super Bowl, but for the most part, we could all agree that his evil plan has officially worked. So we're gonna get to everything, man. I want to tell you how this affects Aaron Donald moving forward, how this affects the LA Rams moving forward, and what this means for the rest of the NFL. Now, before we get to the content, yeah, I am aware that I posted a fairly personal community post recently in regards to my health. I don't want to go too in depth on it. Just be aware I might be away for a few days. If I miss a news video or something like that, it's primarily because I'm recovering. I am hoping to be back by Monday, but also for all you know, knowing what this job means to me, the fact that it doesn't feel like work and it's just something that really makes me happy, I might be back even sooner. I just felt like I should be transparent with you guys, primarily because, well, I have 500,000 remarkable subscribers. I want to be as honest with you guys as possible while not being dramatic at the same time. I'm hoping to return even sooner. I feel probably at my happiest when I'm making these videos for you guys, but I felt like I should still be transparent about the situation. So just have me in your prayers. Break! Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Aaron Donald has been planning this since the day of the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys remember the bombshell that was dropped on us the day of the Super Bowl when Rodney Harrison came out and said that this could very well be Aaron Donald's final game. This Super Bowl could be the final time you see Aaron Donald not only put on a Rams jersey, but put on any NFL jersey in general. And this kind of caught us by surprise because we heard a lot of retirement rumors leading up to the Super Bowl and just following the Super Bowl. And ultimately, the two main retirement rumors we were hearing was one in regards to Aaron Donald and the other in regards to Sean McVay. Now, the Sean McVay rumor was absolutely preposterous because the man is one of the youngest coaches in the NFL. But there was this rumor that Sean McVay wanted to potentially leave and pursue broadcasting because he was going to get paid a crazy amount of money to do so and essentially follow the path of John Gruden. But with respect to John Gruden, you have to admit, Sean McVay is a significantly better head coach in a way better situation. I mean, he completely changed the culture of the Los Angeles Rams, and we were able to put that to bed fairly quickly. But in regards to Aaron Donald, we didn't really get much clarity until the parade. At the LA Rams championship parade, he said that if you are able to bring back our most crucial pieces, then I'm down to run it back with this team one more time. Ultimately, that didn't happen. Von Miller wasn't going to do that, considering the fact that Von Miller wasn't going to get paid prior to joining the LA Rams. I mean, if you remember, most people were looking at Von Miller when he was on the Denver Broncos as injury prone past his prime, and then he joined the LA Rams and was a huge part of them winning a Super Bowl. He eventually got a gigantic contract from the Buffalo Bills. This resulted in the LA Rams scrambling. How the hell do we still stay this competitive with this horrible of a salary cap situation? Well, they traded Robert Woods to the Tennessee Titans. They signed Allen Robinson to pretty much play the Robert Woods role, and they were also able to sign Bobby Wagner. Now, Bobby Wagner doesn't play the same position as Von Miller, but still, it's another remarkable high IQ signing for the LA Rams and another very intelligent individual to have on that defense with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. Now, throughout all this, we heard stuff like Aaron Donald thinking that the retirement conversation with Rodney Harrison was going to be private, but right now, as a result of, I want to say, Pat McAfee's success, you're seeing a lot of ex-NFL players trying to utilize any information that they have between themselves and players and leverage that into, I guess, an opportunity to become an insider. I mean, do you guys remember when Shannon Sharp called Julio Jones in the middle of Undisputed? Now, I think that may have been scripted, but still, you're seeing a lot of more situations like this arise. As time went on, Aaron Donald went on the I Am Athlete podcast, and this is the most recent information we had prior to today, where he said that that he is happy and he is fine and he doesn't need to play. He doesn't need to play football to be fine. He was blessed to play this game, to make the money that he made and the accomplishments that he made in 8 years. He's complete, and if he could win another one, that's great, but if not, he's at peace. Now, bear in mind, Aaron Donald said this during a point where he was the highest paid player in his position, but the thing is, despite being the highest paid player at his position, he still is several orders of magnitude better than the next best defensive tackle at his position. I mean, whenever you're game planning for Aaron Donald on the offensive end, you need to prepare for this guy like he's an edge rusher, but he's on the interior. The way he's able to disrupt offensive lines is something like we've never seen before. His production is similar to the top edge rushers in the NFL, despite him being at a significant disadvantage by playing as an interior defensive lineman. It is truly remarkable to see him do this type of stuff. So I totally understand why Aaron Donald said what he said, and he continued to say that it isn't about the money. It's a business at the end of the day. For me, it's about winning. I don't want to play football if I can't win anyways. It's still a business. We got to handle the business side of things. If that wasn't to get handled, it is what it is type of situation, and I'll be fine regardless. Now, you might be wondering why I'm telling you all this. Well, we got a huge update on this situation, and honestly, it's a well-deserved update for Aaron Donald because according to Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, Tom Pelissero, and the most reputable individuals in all of football media, we got this update. Sources: the Rams have reworked all-world defensive tackle Aaron Donald's 3 remaining contract years to give him a massive $40 million raise through 2024, making him the highest paid non-QB in NFL history at 31 years old. He gets $95 million through 2024. So they reworked his entire contract to get this man paid the amount that he wants to be paid. Now, Rappaport continues to say that in an unprecedented move, no new years were added and he makes $65 million by 2023 and $95 million by 2024. He is now the first non-quarterback to eclipse $30 million per year. The deal was negotiated by Todd France of Athletes First, which now represents the highest paid offensive and defensive player in the NFL. Now, the Rams Twitter page said that Super Bowl champion at Aaron Donald is back, with Aaron Donald saying run it back with his signature, and Tom Pelissero actually provides a very important keynote here that some people are confused about. This is not an extension for Aaron Donald, who has had 3 years and $55 million left on his old deal. The Rams' willingness to add $40 million and guarantee $65 million of the new $95 million total over 3 years shows how real the retirement possibility was. So essentially, Aaron Donald's plan worked. And to be honest, I think it was executed masterfully because a lot of people say, hey, why would Aaron Donald retire when he's still playing truly remarkable football? Well, here's the thing, man. When you're playing defensive tackle in the NFL, one of the most brutal positions in the entire NFL, and throughout your career, you've already made $97 million, then I could understand why Aaron Donald is thinking, okay, I made $97 million in my career. I haven't had a significant brain injury, so I think at this point, it's not necessarily worth me playing anymore. When you look at his body of work and all that he's achieved, the man is a 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He's won Rookie of the Year. He's a 7-time first-team All-Pro and an 8-time Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl champion. For the most part, there is nothing left for Aaron Donald to prove in the NFL. So the fact that he was willing to play up the fact that he's accomplished everything that there is to accomplish, there isn't necessarily a reason for him to play anymore, and net himself an additional $40 million is a testament to how savvy he is in terms of business. Now, Adam Schefter also mentions that Aaron Donald now becomes the first non-QB to eclipse $30 million per year. It gives him a $40 million raise over the last 3 years of his existing contract with no new years added. The 3-year, now $95 million contract makes Aaron Donald the highest paid non-QB. So the first thing that's popping up in my head is, man, how on earth are the Rams able to pull this off? I mean, when you take a look at the Los Angeles Rams and the amount of cap that is allocated to various positions, they just extended Matthew Stafford, they signed Bobby Wagner, they signed Allen Robinson. I'm assuming they're planning on trying to bring back Odell Beckham Jr., but in the future, year, they're also expected to sign Cooper Kupp at some point. And in addition to this, they recently signed Jalen Ramsey to a huge contract extension, and now they just decided to look at Aaron Donald and said, okay, here you go, here's $40 million extra. I'm not saying that they're doing something wrong, but I do think something unprecedented is happening in terms of football team building philosophy in Los Angeles. You've seen them completely burn draft picks like they don't care about them anymore, something that was originally established by the late 1980s with the Dallas Cowboys trading Herschel Walker for a significant amount of draft capital and essentially becoming a dynasty in the 1990s as a result of it. And now the Los Angeles Rams are essentially inverting that football philosophy. They don't want draft picks. They're going after really good players and paying them as such. And it's really interesting to see how it's working out for them. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about all this. Is this something that could eventually bite the LA Rams in the ass, or do you think that this was a good decision by Les Snead and Sean McVay? Obviously, there's no one else that deserves this type of money more than Aaron Donald, because you can make an argument for him to be the best defensive player in NFL history, with respect to the other defensive greats in NFL history that I might be too young to have ever seen, like Lawrence Taylor. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.